Morning, everyone. Hope we are all doing well. A lot of conversations. Janelle, Miss Walker Stalker Chick, Sarah Burns, Blue Mermaid, good morning. Love the Sun 100. Nurse Bev, Blue Mermaid, again. Brenda Rob, Son, not Robinson, Rob, Son. Auntie Moan, Lynn, good morning. Tammy, good morning. Mary, Emily, Flotilla, good morning. Cement Shoes, Mike. Here we go. Yep. Linda, Audra, Ryland, gotta add the D to it. Ryland. Good morning, everyone. And in case I missed anyone, Darting Creek, good morning. Scott B. Alicia Fields, good morning. Damn, I sound like the Cookie Monster. A couple of days ago, my wife said I sounded like Donald Trump. And then yesterday, she said I sounded like Bert and Ernie. Phoebe girl, happy you knows this. Good morning. Soccer mom of one. Carla. Sure, go ahead. Good morning. Okay. I don't know what was held in review there. Apparently my moderators are working. Thank you. How's everyone doing this morning? Hi, Cece. I'm enjoying my first cup of coffee in 3 days. Duct Tape Bandit, good morning. Hey, big guy, you sound like my laptop needs a reboot. Get well soon, Meaty. Well, I'm trying. Doing my best. Kazap, KC, Pamela, Bonnie. Good morning. A little bit. Finally got my fever down. It's the last night. I went to bed last night at 3:30 in the afternoon, evening. Morning, Kevin. Faithful one. I'm doing the best I can. But I was saying that I went to bed at like 3:30. Have I quit smoking? No. I mean, I had a couple over the course of the last couple of days. But I went to bed at like 3:30, and I woke up this morning at a little bit before 6. As long as I normally I wake up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning every day, like clockwork. But apparently I needed to sleep. I needed it. My body did. Hey, William. Yeah, I'm alive and so are you. I was just on Twitter a little bit ago. Just catching up on your posts. I said, were you trying to do a live stream? Cookie. That's the best I could do, Mike. Cookie. Beth. Brenda. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm not on StreamYard. I'm just streaming directly through YouTube. I only have a couple hours left in the month for streaming because I don't pay for it. Unless I go to the paid membership plan. Suck it in. Thanks, Mike. That's funny. Suck it in. Suck it up, Marine. Yeah. Actually, I have. I have lost weight, Cece. Last couple of weeks, I've lost almost 19 pounds. 2 weeks. Not good. Well, I don't have my papers in front of me. They're in the house. But what I weighed when I went to the hospital compared to that now, but I mean, that's what they said the weight was. I mean, my scale in the house, I'm sure, says something different. They might, I'm not sure that the home scale is the same. More ginger locks. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Wee Lassie, Miss Walker Stalker chick. Yeah. I'm not coughing up as much phlegm. No. Yeah, Rylan. Try not to let the cigarettes control me, but, they do. They still have a hold on me. Terry Furman, good morning. I have a little bit more energy today. Soul for Music, good morning. Kennedy's Grace, good morning. I don't know if it was on this stream or if it was on the stream with my. I did a stream yesterday for about a half hour with a friend of mine. Someone chimed into the stream that they were going to. Well, thank you, Julia. I appreciate it. Julia says, hope you recover fast. Prayers for you. Love your channel. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. But my friend's stream got reported because I was using my inhaler. Somebody sent a message to YouTube. He sent me a screenshot of it. They said that I was doing drugs on the live stream. That's just how freaking petty people are. Yeah. Oh, Julia, I understood what you meant. Trust me, if it wasn't for, what is it? Julia, if it wasn't for Grammarly, nobody would want to read anything that I ever write. Sometimes I type so fast, I misspell things. And other times I use the wrong grammar, run-on sentences. Dari, yeah, but the antibiotics ain't going to do anything for a virus. I asked about it. I don't have a card. My card's in front of me. Oh, is I'm on. Well, besides the inhaler, I'm on four other meds, but they're not necessarily for the COVID. They're just because I have underlying other health issues. You had a cough for a week. Bronchitis is not good. I hope you're recovering. Pray for you, Terry. I'm almost out of Clorox wipes. Gonna we disinfect everything out here in between. You can't otherwise. You can't have anybody else in here. Not that anybody else has been in here besides me. But eventually, I might want to do. I have to do the video today. Me and my wife for our podcast. We're going to shoot it today because she's going to be gone. Nurse Bev, you retired a year ago. Well, anyways, regardless, Nurse Bev, thank you. Thank you for everything you did. And I'm sure you're still giving back to your community somehow. No, it's not. And I know I don't have bronchitis or strep. They already tested me for both. But yeah, they're both. I don't have my lab and discharge papers here. They're inside the house. My wife needed them because she had to fax them to her work because she's now on extended leave. Good morning, wishful thinking. I can't remember what they call it for her work, but since she was around me, she was exposed. So she's out until I think Monday. But she had to send it into HR because she's home taking care of me, and that way she gets paid for all the week plus that she's been off work. Sorry. On top of it all, not that this COVID is not enough, but it's also allergy season. So if you guys see me scratching my nose or rubbing my eyes, I can't do anything about that. It's allergy season. Everything is starting to bloom. All that pollen and stuff is in the air. It doesn't help at all. Oh, thank you, Happy Gnosis. Thank you for the super chat. Well, when it comes time to quitting Happy Gnosis, I'll quit. I've done it before. I did it for 7 years without, anything. Well, Mike knows. Nothing like getting off the bus, going into basic train. That'll make you quit in a heartbeat. There's no cigarette breaks. Whoa. Hey, thank you, Dari. I really appreciate that. It was super nice of you to do that. Oh, I'm getting better. Do you have it? Do I have what? COVID? Mike Stevens? Yes. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing, Molly? Oh, I'm getting better. I mean, I still don't have my voice back, but or the energy. I'm completely wiped out. Just doing simple things. But on the upside, though, and I finally got to watch some TV, and I've been um, watching Netflix. I downloaded the Amazon Prime thing to my phone, but I still haven't used it. But on Netflix, I've been watching I'm a Killer. It's a great series. I was looking through their the list of like the couple seasons that they have of that. Allergies are really bad in Minnesota. Zyrtec and Benadryl at night. Still sneezing and runny nose. Wishful thinking. Yeah. Um, Minnesota, Wisconsin boy here. But good morning, Alan. But I take Benadryl. Well, it's not. It's an antihistamine, but it's not Benadryl. It's prescribed antihistamine. It's one of the four that I'm taking. Let's see what Alan Bacon. The CDC reports 61,000 influenza deaths in 2017, 2018. So why is this country shut down this year? Flu season. I don't know, Alan. I think it's more that it's got people really freaked out. You can catch this, and I most likely got it from somebody who didn't have any symptoms, and they can compare them, and see if there's any, if they're the same thing or if they've mutated. How's little Taco? Dari? He's doing good. He's doing good. I miss him. The house, but I tell you, quick side note, everyone. It's flashing on my screen every once in a while that the connection is wrong, or it may be buffering. It's not me. I've got, it's the internet itself. But back to my son. He's inside the house, but he's doing good. I want to go inside and I want to hug him, hold him. And I'm sure he's wondering, why. Irish Eyes. I took on all those Netflix docs. Those are great drugs that give you cheese. Yeah. Yeah. 20 to 30 days. Soul for Music 79. I go to the hospital twice a week for the breathing medication. They put me on this, I guess it's like steam, or I don't know what the hell it is. But then they actually put medication in there to help me. I don't know what's in it. I don't have the paperwork in front of me. I've only gone once. My next one is on Monday. Thank you, Michelle. I know it. I know I sound awful. Nebulous. We do they help? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it afterwards. I cough a lot more, and I have. I can't read shit without my glasses on. I picked it up and I'm like, what does this say? And then I have a butyl sulfate on top of it. But that's more because I already have issues with my lungs. Plus, I'm a smoker, which doesn't help. Yeah. Well, I did Skype. I did a Skype with them the other night. I read them a bedtime story by Skype. We're doing the most we can, you know. But every time he sees me, he wants to run over to me and he wants me to pick him up. Cement shoes. You got booted for copyright, but it was just on the screen playing. Uno with Josh. I don't know anything about this. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. I'm getting there. And I know I forgot to say hello. Good morning, Mel Mel. How you doing, sweetheart? Not around here, Audra. We have. I was talking to a friend of mine who she's a nurse in the ICU unit. Well, she is now. She used to be in the NICU, but they moved her to the regular ICU in the hospital where I'm at here. Even though the hospital put out a call for more ventilators, they still have. I think she said 15 or 20 or something like that are not in use. The nurses are wondering what the hell the hospital's talking about. I guess what they're doing is they're planning for the explosion of it, and they have to have them there because they can't bring them in quick enough. Kathy, I'm feeling a little bit better. I got a little bit more energy. The coffee and to mainland. If I stop getting a paycheck, it's real bad. Yeah, it's the damn truth there, Mike. The last thing anybody needs to do. I'm sorry. That's buffering. And my wife is on. I want to say it's extended EIB or something like that until Monday, and we don't know what's going to happen after that. I mean, we're trying to get an answer from the doctors. It's like, how long after her exposure to me until she can go back to work? I've been drinking a lot of liquid. Well, yeah, soulful music. I saw that. I mean, your comment was blocked, but I'll respond to that. It's a challenge on the internet. They call it the COVID challenge, where they're licking toilet seats. Isn't that just about retarded? I mean, first off, I would lick a toilet seat even if it was a challenge or not. But they're licking toilet seats and they call it the COVID challenge, and then they have to take a picture of them. Wait, Will, you have the virus? Yes, Dari. Yes. And okay, Mom. I have the COVID-19. There are three levels. There's mild, then there is severe, and then there's hospitalization. I'm in the mild side of it. I lost most of my voice after for the first couple of days. I mean, I came down with it, and I was just hacking up everything. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. I'll be back to normal soon enough. And to answer the question again, no, I mean, I've got videos that I've done that are were pre-recorded, before, that I just haven't released, and I plan on releasing some of those this week. But no, I haven't been doing any new videos. I mean, would you want to listen to this? I mean, I barely, I understand the people in this stream right now want to listen to me, and see me, but oh, Mike, no, God, no. Well, I mean, some of the symptoms are similar. Say, I missed a comment. Is it similar to the flu? Well, some of the symptoms are similar. I mean, high fever, coughing, I guess, could be a sign of the flu. But, I mean, I don't have overall body aches, so, no diarrhea. And no, I have like extreme fatigue. So I'll do this, for about an hour, and then I'm like wiped out pretty much for like the entire day. It takes forever to get into anything at all. I mean, I swivel around in my chair and turn on the TV, and that's about it. Quill, did I get? Yes, I did. I got tested, and it came back positive for COVID-19, negative for bronchitis, negative for strep, and negative for, like, I think they tested me for something else. But they did it. So they did all the tests at once, but the results didn't come back all at once. The day that I was there, the only test results that they had was I came back negative for strep. So then I went home, and I was like, I told my wife, I'm like, well, I handed her the paperwork, and I was like, they said I don't have strep. It's probably just the flu. And then she read through the paperwork, and she's like, holy shit, get the fuck away from me. Sorry for my cursing, but she did. So. Oh yeah. Oh, I did. The day I went to the hospital, my temperature was 104, and then up until yesterday, it's to a 99 right in there now. It goes up and down. Wishful thinking, my wife is. There's like the spotting or spider web or something like that they saw in the x-rays. They took a frontal and then a side view x-rays, and they could definitely see that, the signs of it in that as well. I didn't see your jokes, Mike. Watch out for those kids. I know they're going stir crazy. They gotta be. I know I'm going stir crazy. My family's going stir crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry that it's buffering. Okay, Mom. There's nothing I can do about that. On my end, it's perfectly fine, and then it drops like 3 bars, and then it comes back up. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Mel Mel. Yeah, I've been running a fever for, well, Saturday. We did the live stream Saturday night, and I got done with that. I can't remember what time it was. I walked back in the house, and it was the oddest thing. So I sat down at the table, and me and Tim and my wife and my daughter, the four of us were sitting around the dining room table just talking. And then all of a sudden, I just felt dizzy, and I'm like, I put my head down. I was like, I got to go lay down, something. And by Sunday morning, I was dead. I was like, I can't get up. It was just like that. The symptoms start coming on. Thank you, Julia. Julie. Thank you for the super chat. Dr. Mikowski. I don't know if that's somebody in the group. Somebody wanted to join the Facebook group. I'll get to that after the live stream to approve you. No, it's not a joke. Oh, okay, Mom. Yeah. Mel. And everybody else out there who smokes. The doctor was telling me that that's one of the the higher risk groups of people out there. Us few smokers that are left in the world. That's why it was so there's a death toll in Italy and in China was as high as they think it is. At least that's what they're saying. It's because it hit those populaces, not only because they're older, but because they also smoke. Yeah, Quill, I was taking acetaminophen. Well, it's a Tylenol, but it's in a liquid form. I was taking that, but then the doctor, oh God, I'm not the best at taking care of myself medically. That's why my wife and my daughter and mother-in-law, they're all in the medical field. They know what they're doing. But my wife was looking through my discharge papers, and she's like, "You got to knock this stuff out. You're not supposed to take it anymore. It says right here you're supposed to stop taking this stuff." And I'm like, "Really? Well, what am I supposed to take?" And so, because I've been taking a Prezidone, well, something that had Prezidone in it. I've been taking it for a long time. Oh yeah, Kathy, I'm resting. I think and as for smoking, I think I've had four in the last like 3 days. Yeah, no wishful thinking. Yeah, the pollen, because levels are way up here where I am, and on top of it, also, I'm probably going to start getting over this, and then I'm going to get my allergies because but I still take it. The what is it? It's not Benadryl. It's an antihistamine, but I can't remember the name of it though, because it's prescribed to me over from the pharmacy. My doctor prescribes it, and then the pharmacy gives it to me. Thanks, Mike. I wouldn't suggest it though.
No, no, I'm thankful I'm not asthmatic. Then, all right, give you the whole story, background. So first off, my lungs are scarred because when I was in the service, it was an IED attack, and I breathed in flames, which burned a good part of the upper part of my esophagus and my lungs. Got over that, it happens. It's just part of life. All right. And then on top of it all, I started smoking after I got out of service. And that doesn't help. You're slowly destroying your lungs that way. And now on top of it all, I have COVID. So, and that's destroying my lungs. So you add 1, 2, and 3. And apparently that moves me up into the higher risk category. So spare is Jack 2 esophagus. Okay. Stay away from your S. Hi, Shannon. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, and that's a butyryl sulfate, HFA. I don't know what the HFA is. Inhalation aerosol. Plus age group. Yeah. Your doctor hates smokers. Yeah. We should all sue Marlboro. Don't think it'd help. But yeah, we could sue if we could find somebody to take it on, I guess, for free. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I'm getting there. Dr. Mingala. Look like Marcus Weatherby. That's funny. Melissa, I'm getting better. I'm not 100% yet. Well, I mean, I guess on a scale, 0 being dead, 100 being, perfectly healthy, where I was before, I'd say maybe 30, 40, right in there somewhere. I mean, I'm not dead. I'm above ground. I'm not pushing up daisies yet. Thank you, Ruby. Red Ruby's Outdoor. And Emily. Yeah. Yeah, I saw some stuff on online this morning about that this was all a hoax, and that also other people believe that there's a whole other section that believe it's real, but was planned by the U.S. government to take down China. Do I think it's easy to catch? Well, the guy who exposed me and my coworkers, he had no signs at all, and of course he didn't test positive until he went home. But I probably got it from somebody else who didn't know they had it. Well, it's definitely not a hoax. I just feel sorry for people that, I know a lot of people feel sorry for me and they prayed for me, but there are people out there who don't have access to, medical treatment right away, outlining, rural areas. They can't just run down to the hospital or clinic if they feel bad. I was talking to my friend's sister online the other day. We're IMing each other on Facebook, and she lives 70 miles from the nearest hospital. The only medical attention in her area is the same person. It practices veterinarian medicine, and they also practice, medicine for people. One person, and if that person got it, who the hell's going to be there? There's nobody else for 70 miles. And FYI, people who go to school to become vets, they do longer in school. I need to find another veterinarian. Our veterinarian moved. Didn't like. She got into a tiff with the clinic where she was practicing at. I think she went to go start her own. Shaydoc is setting up a sewing machine. Time to make masks. If you need, even if you're doing it for your family, I recommend it. That's really cool, Shaydoc. Commend you for it. Thank you. Closest emergency vet to your place is 20 miles. Oh, you're in the Twin Cities. Wishful thinking. I lived in St. Louis Park, a suburb, for a while. Also lived in St. Paul. When I lived in St. Paul, I lived on Sycamore Avenue, which is closest to the train tracks. Because if I looked out my front door, trying to imagine it, so I'm not looking at the camera right now, but I'm trying to picture it in my eyes. Walked out my front door, walk across the street. There's a little bit of a hill, and then there's the train tracks, but I could see the Capitol right there. But Melissa, thank you for doing that, for making face masks. Stupid question. Am I from Canada? No. I was born in Wisconsin. Well, Prescott, Wisconsin. It's across the border from the Twin Cities. My daughter, born in St. Louis Park. Oh, wishful thinking. Harding High School. Wow. That's cool. Yeah, I went to St. Louis Park High School when I lived in the Twin City in St. Paul. I can't remember the name of the school name, but Harding sounds familiar though. But we used to have to take the transit bus to school when we went. I don't remember the name of the school, but we didn't go there long. We were only there for about 6 months, 7 months of the school year. I was a sophomore in high school, but they used to lock the doors with chains from the inside where our school was. But and it wasn't to stop us from leaving. It was from stopping the gang members from getting in to the school. I mean, it could have been Harding. I don't remember the name of the school. Johnson was its rival. I don't remember. We used to catch the transit bus on Rice Avenue. and then we would take that to a transit, bus lot, and then get off that bus and get on another bus, which actually took us to our actual buyer school. But that was a long time ago. That was back when the Twins won the World Series for the first time. That was what, 86, 80 something, or in mid 80s, I think it was. I mean, after all this time, my mind, kind of goes. Yeah, it's in this. Kathy, I appreciate it. It's in the description of every video. There's a live link you can click on. I appreciate it. Thank you. Who is messing with Will? Who's messing with me? I don't know. I haven't seen anybody. But it's really nice of you, Julie, to reach out, or Julie's husband, whichever. I'm not certain which one we're actually talking to, Julie or Julie's husband. That's nice of you to share that, though. And can you also tell people where you're actually located at? It might be helpful as well, if in case they're trying to reach out to you, or Julie or Julie's husband. I don't mind you dropping the link in there, the email, but just tell people where you're at. Okay, there you go. Oh, Pocatello, Idaho is cool. We have, I've been to Pocatello quite a few times. We own property out in Rathdrum. Oh, pink camo. Good morning, sweetheart. No, I've tried that, and somebody in the last live stream suggested that I get humidifier. I mean, I already have an humidifier, but I tried it anyways. It just made me cough a whole lot more. But Pocatello, Idaho, though, it's a beautiful place. There's lots to do there. It's boring in Toledo, Ohio. Toledo's pretty, though. I've been to Toledo quite a few times. Oh, you ain't kidding there, because that a lot of stupid, arrogant people out there. Well, anybody who thinks that they have something at home that kills the allergy in your aquarium, and you decide to take that for yourself, they're thinning themselves out of the herd. And there's been 3 or 4 people ended up in the intensive care units now, and a couple people have died from it. Well, I know at least a husband and wife that died, and I think that I read something about somebody else died too from doing it. Hey, Gayla, checking out. You're doing well. I'm getting better. 87 and 91, we won the World Series. Puckett, Herbeck, Danny Gladden. So Quill, I'll tell you something on that. So the first World Series, one of these days I'll show it here on live stream. I have so she's married into the family, but she worked at was it General Mills, the cereal company. I have an original Wheaties box that's never been folded into an actual cereal box. It was like the first they printed, and it's not cut out yet. I have that the original one from the first World Series, and it shows that all of them in the background. Odd. All right, another thing, connection to there to the Twin Cities, and where I eventually ended up moving here in Washington State was a kid that I went to high school with. Yeah, he graduated and he was on the Twins World Series roster, and he was brought in. He never pitched a single inning in the World Series, but he did receive a ring because he was on their official roster for the Twins. And now he's a high school teacher or something. I can't remember. Or at least he was. I mean, it's been a long year since 1987. But what I was going to say back there was before when I was going to high school there in St. Paul, they actually let us out of school for the like early, I think it was the day game 6 or 7, like that, whatever it was, so we could go to see the parade or it was not no that was the parade afterwards after the World Series. They let us out of school early so we could go see the parade, but that was 87. No, I wasn't. No, I would have been a junior, not a sophomore. Junior, because I was supposed to graduate. Well, I was right in there. I can't remember. I'm trying to think of the age now. What age are you when you're in what grade? My mind's just like, oh, I've got it. I've got the Homer hanky. I've got my Homer hanky. I have the the Wheaties box, and I have the World Series. What do they call it? Program. My dad, growing up, he never liked the Brewers. He always liked the Twins. He wasn't a big sports fan, but he really liked the Twins. And he didn't live long enough to see the Twins actually in the World Series. My dad passed away in 1981. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, Irish eyes. They spit into the faces of cops. Isn't that assault? It's got to be assault battery. I saw a thing on TV where this lady was on the news. Lady walked into the supermarket and she coughed on all the vegetables and fruit. They had to throw out $35,000 worth of fruit and vegetables because she coughed on it on purpose. And she told everybody she had COVID, and she coughed on all of it on purpose. Turns out she doesn't have COVID, but she did it anyways, as a joke. But they threw it all away. Yeah. Good morning, someone. Now I can get a little bit more of the voice back. It's a slow progression. Martha Dickinson. You lost your dad in 87. My sister a few weeks ago. I'm so sorry, Martha. I'm so sorry. I lost my sister almost 2 years ago. I had four sisters. I had 2 older sisters than me, and then I had 2 younger sisters. I lost a sister who was just older than me. She passed peacefully in her sleep. They believed that she had a massive seizure and died in her sleep. But it didn't matter. She's not here anymore. Not a day goes by that I don't miss her. She was one of those people in life that if she had something to say and she said something, you damn well listen to her. And she cursed like a drunken sailor. I'd call her up, and sometimes the conversation would be F this, F that, F you, F that, F this. That's just the way she talked. she wasn't an angry person. She was a great person. I'm sure your sister was, and so was your father, Martha.
Wow. Hey, Deb. Thank you. Sorry. Wow. No, it's hard. Sorry, I'm trying to read and clear my throat at the same. I'll be right back. so sorry. I had to go rinse my mouth out. I'm bringing up a whole bunch of phlegm. It's gross as hell. Okay, where did I leave off? No, it's not completely gone, Irish Eyes. I'm still bringing up, stuff. I mean, it really sucks. Audra, your only sister passed January 28th from sepsis infection. Damaged 3 of her heart valves. Surgeons says too excessive to repair or replace. I'm so sorry, Audra. Michelle, I'm okay right now. It's just, I can't control it. When it decides to come up, you start hacking up stuff like this. It's just like, what are you going to do? Yeah. I can't breathe through my nose at all. I'm sorry, Dari. Oh, Kazap, I would love a beer. I don't think I should even try that with all the medication that I'm taking right now. Probably be a bad thing. Janelle King, you're in Chicago. It's getting bad. I was reading that Chicago and Detroit type, in Detroit, it's getting worse. They're probably going to be the next epicenters. Soccer mom of 1. I'm going to lay down after this. No, still here. I'm not on antibiotics. I'm sorry if at the same time if I missed anybody's comments. I tried to scroll up, but it just keeps on going. No, I mean I'm not gonna drink anything. I can't. I'm sure that more than a few of the things that I'm taking right now have warning signs of not consuming with alcohol. I know a couple of them have warnings of don't operate heavy machinery. French bulldogs, Alberta, don't drink, stay strong and healthy. Well, thank you, Frenchies. Blue French bulldog. How did I read that wrong 3 times in a row? French kissy is blue French bulldog. I don't know. I missed that 3 times in a row and got it wrong. Yeah. I don't think a lot of the areas of wishful thinking. I don't think a lot of places, especially like in the different areas around New Orleans, has ever recovered. A lot of people just up and left and said, "Screw it. There's no reason to be here anymore." Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't believe me. I mean, I don't have my paperwork here. And like I said, I read through it once when I got home from the hospital like a week ago, from that day and stuff. But I didn't bother to read through it after that. My wife did. You had pneumonia in 2017. Coughing fits were bad. I got a nebulizer breathing machine, and the machine is called albuterol sulfate. I'm taking albuterol sulfate now. Okay, I actually pulled this out yesterday to look at it, so I know I can put it back in. This is 90 mcgs per exhalation, 200 metered in inhalation. So it's 200
total, and 90 mcg. I don't know what that thing. I guess that's. I'm not a doctor, but I'm guessing that's the thing. And it's got a little counter thing on the back, which is super cool. Because I've got two of them, so I know exactly when one's running low. Can me and Karen help you with your mod comment section? So, I mean, here in the stream, Dari. Why is it showing me this stupid thing on the side here? Oh, I had the mouse over the comments. I'm like, why is it showing me links to everybody? Micrograms. Thank you, Jeanette. And how are you doing, Jeanette? I hope you're staying safe, sweetheart. In case I didn't say hello to you earlier. I'm only a nurse practitioner. I'll ask a doctor at the prepack might help you since you are self-quarantined. Julie, or Julie's husband, I'm not sure we're still talking to someone, whoever it may be. Thank you for, even a nurse practitioner. Thank you for doing what you're doing. I was talking to my friend the other night online, and she just finished up her LPN, and I was like, not people, are really give them enough respect for what they do. Did my friend get COVID? Tim? No. He's texting me every single day. Trust me. He wants to know how I'm doing. He's worried about me too. No, Kathy, I appreciate the offer, but I do have more than enough mods right now, and one is I don't know where he is right now. A lot of times he comes into the stream. He'll say like one thing, like hello, and then he doesn't talk at all. Black Rose. Hi, Black Rose. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's true. Everyone's immune system needs good quality sleep, healthy diet, exercise, and fluids. Catherine Keen, medical transport here. Don't keep yourself exhausted. Warm liquids. Lots of rest. It takes energy to use your voice. Get rest. I will. Thank you, though. I'm resting as much as I can. No steroids with COVID. Steroids. I'm trying to think if it. No, I'm not on any steroids. I mean, I'm trying to think of what did they give me there. They gave me something at the actual hospital when I was having the breathing problems there that day. I mean, everything else I had to pick up at the pharmacy. But there's Bev. Your daughter, your son-in-law, and 3 grandbabies live in Colorado. I have a sister. Sorry for that. It's people wanting to join the Facebook group. I'll get to that after we're done. But I was going to say, Nurse Bev, I have a sister that lives, I guess she's closer to, well, she used to live in Greeley, and then she moved from Greeley to Fort Collins. And then from Fort Collins, now I guess she's closer towards Denver. She's more in a mountainous area now. I'm trying to think what the nearest town is, but she's in Colorado. And she's got, 3 adult daughters and a couple grandbabies. Oh, yeah. Michelle, the Butterburger. Butterburger. Don't anybody say it. I know. Oh, it's blue and white. And look at the name. I can see it. I know. Where is it? Culver's Burgers. Butterburgers. Oh, I missed them. Janelle. What Facebook group? 411 now. It's a closed private group. People are asking to join, and you can't just join it. You can click on it and send a request, and then somebody, either one of my mods from there or myself, has to approve you into the group. It's a closed private group. And who was I talking to earlier from the Twin Cities? Well, anyways, we used to go to this place when I was younger. I don't know if they're still around or not, but I think they were in South St. Paul. Maybe they're in Minneapolis. It was called Snuffy's Burgers. And then one of the things that I hate about where I live now is, believe it or not, I actually really miss White Castle. We don't have any White Castles out here. Might have given you a steroid. It's possible. Dextromethasone, breathing steroid treatment, 1 dose. Yeah, it was 2 pills, and they were like an off-colored, like tan. Okay, Gina, as soon as the stream is over with, I will get to those. I will approve you guys as soon as, or unless one of my moderators goes in first. Okay, Dari. I'll be looking for your email as well. In Ogden, Utah. I've been to Ogden quite a few times. White Castle burgers are so yummy. Yeah. I've never had. I'll tell you this much. So when we were, kids, we used to go to White Castle. We go through the drive-through, and my mom and dad would order, 3 or 4 dozen. We used to call them gut bombs, and we'd order 3 or 4 gut bombs and a giant bag full of fries. I don't remember how many fries we'd order. We never bought soft drinks. We always drank water with dinner. And we'd go get White Castle every once in a while. But we don't have any White Castle here. You can get it in the freezer section at Shopko and at Costco. Well, I don't know if Shopko is still in business, but the Shopko that was here went out of business. They closed it down. Make me a Facebook mod. All right. Dari, write it down. I'll make you a mod after this. Dari D. Mod for group. Thank you, Dari. I appreciate you wanting to do that. Sliders, yeah, they're about that big. And all you can ever get on them is, well, at least back then, I'm pretty sure that's all you can get on now is the little square hamburger. They have holes perforated through them, and you get minced onions on them, and that's it. I think you can get cheese on them now, but that's it. I appreciate it, Dari. I really do. Hello, hi, Lexi. Sorry if I missed you before and didn't say hello. You're eating too much. Stays at home period. Won't be able if you keep on eating. You won't be able to get out the door. That's funny. Claire White. I wish you well, Will. God bless you and your family. Thank you. I don't know. Speaking of my other channel, Dari just posted a link to my other channel where I do a podcast with me and my wife. I don't know how much I'm actually going to be talking. I'll probably just sit here, while she covers it. But she's gonna cover COVID. It's going to be part 2 of the last week was what is COVID-19, and then she's going to cover some of what has been going on with me since I got it, and answer more questions. We've gotten a lot of questions about it, and people wanting to make a part, us to do another one on that. Starfire. Hardee's used to have a mushroom Swiss burger. It was so good. Yeah, I remember the mushroom Swiss burger. I used to, every summer when I go back there, I used to stop at Hardee's in South St. Paul. My dad's sisters, that'd be what? Aunt, right? My aunt. Well, she used to live right next to Hardee's, and there's not much around that area where she lives, to do within walking distance. So I go to Hardee's and get a burger. I know I've had the mushroom Swiss burger there. Hardee's, in case no one knows, Hardee's and Jack in the Box are the same company, same everything. They share everything except for their menus are a little bit different here and there, but they're owned by the same conglomerate. So if you have a Jack in the Box near you, it's just like Hardee's. So, but in the Midwest, there is the only place you're going to find Hardee's restaurants. I think the closest White Castle to me would be in Las Vegas. Chicago, new hot spot. Where'd that go? Pilot Pete. No, not Pilot Pete. Hi, Pete. Co-host. It's great. Just Jilly. What makes that every Thanksgiving people act like it was the best thing in the world. Wow. Oh, there it is. Janelle. Chicago, new hot spot. And locked inside, waiting this thing out. Okay. Well, stay safe, Janelle. DQ Blizzards. We have it here. We have Dairy Queen around here. There's one in town, but it's kind of out of the way place to get to. It's not near any main street. Well, it's kind of off of Main Street, cross street off of Main Street. I don't know why they're there. Really? So Dr. Cortrell on YouTube found out how this virus was man-made and released. Okay. I'm sure he has scientific backup for that, right, Martha? Because I've read a lot about the entomology and virology around it all, and how it went from I got into the human chain. But I guess I don't know where it came from. I just know I have it, and it sucks, and I don't want it. Uh, yeah, well, I can't tell you, Dari, the last time I've had like a milkshake or anything like that. You can't get a real milkshake anywhere that I can think of. Well, no, I take that back. We have this place here. It's like a 1950s diner, the themed inside and all. It's really cool, but it's not the one thing that, in place you can get like a malt milkshake. Really, I wish milkshake sounds, real malted milkshake sounds good. And Brahms, no guts, all glory. I don't know what Brahms is. It sounds, it must be a restaurant of some sort. We don't have anything like that around here. We don't even have Woolworths or nothing anymore. Used to be able to go to a Woolworth counter or little Woolworth dinette. Does anybody have dinettes around them? They eat a lot more than that. Ate dogs. It's not just bush meat. What's Chick-fil? Like you think about Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. We don't have Chick-fil-A around here. We have Elysian Fields. We have a Sonic, and town over it would be probably you know, if I was going to write a book, I'd write a book about my life leading up to this point. It's a lot more interesting. I'm getting there, Dari. I'm gonna have to end this stream soon. My right about an hour is what, and my voice is starting to get worse. My throat and my chest are, it's like, so here's where my rib cage. So here's the bottom of the ribs, from about here over this way, going around the sides, and then in the middle. It starts to burn after a while, after talking so much. Way back in they used to have a little dining place in it. You eat sub sandwiches, Starfire. My wife worked in a Kmart a cafeteria, or whatever you call it. But she was 17 and I didn't know her, but she used to. She used to work in that little dime. dynamic thing. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end this stream there. Thank you again, everyone. Who gave me super chats and stuff. I wrote them all down, and I'll make sure to shout you out on the next video. And everyone, thank you again for supporting me, and being here. And don't forget to stay safe, everyone. Take care of yourselves. This is no joking matter. And luckily I'm young enough and healthy enough that I'm able to bounce back from this. The life you save may be your own, or your grandparents, or mother or father's. So until next time, everyone, thank you again.